doodads!
They'll have to set aside blame while freezing is their first concern.
We are agreed on that, and I may have a solution. By attacking the Inquisition, Corypheus has changed it. Changed you. Scout to the north. Be their guide. There is a place that waits for a force to hold it. There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow.
We'll start with Blackwall, because he's far away. Hey, Blackwall, how you doing?
Something on your mind?
You're not falling ill to that Cullen, right? Tell me about the Wardens.
Let's talk about the Grey Wardens. You must know a lot about them.
Ah, the Wardens. I'm afraid we're less exciting than we seem.
You're not affected by the Cullen, are you?
Have you been hearing the calling, too?
I know what Corypheus is. He has no sway over me.
Okay, but that didn't answer it. Okay, we'll speak later.
Let's continue this at another time.
As you wish. I'll be here if you need me.
My approval with Blackwall should be, like, through the roof, because I collected all of his things now. Let's talk to Josephine next.
I was hoping you'd be by. We've received letters from Archon Redanus of Tevinter and King Marcus of Nevada. For both monarchs to come to us is nearly unheard of.
Then we're impressed. Then we've impressed them.
Then the Inquisition's deeds have won their respect.
They'd never have contacted us otherwise. Archon Redanus requests that the Inquisition, as a neutral party, destroy a venatory cult on the Nevaran-Tevinter border. King Marcus asks the same, but demands we pledge allegiance to Nevara instead of Tevinter.
Hey, we actually go to both of these in Veilguard. We go to Nevara and Tevinter. Okay. What would you do?
What course of action would you take if you were in my place?
Strained as their relationship with Orlais is, I would assist the Imperium. Their friendship is difficult to win, and Marcus is a fading power. Tevinter is the longer, richer gain.
What's King Marcus like?
What sort of man is the King of Nevara?
At this point, elderly. Many fear his health will soon fail him. Still, he is a Pentagast. Their dynasty is exceptionally strong in Nevada.
He's a Pentagast? Does Cassandra support him?
As a Pentagast, will Cassandra be upset if we don't help her relatives?
With all respect to Sigar Pentagast, her interest in politics is best described as thin.
Oh, so she doesn't care. What does Rondinus need us? Why?
Why is the ruler of Tevinter turning on the Venatori?
He has little reason to love them. Archon Redanus has rightly identified Corypheus as competition. Few monarchs relish a self-styled god showing up to claim their throne.
What's the Archon like?
Tell me about Radanis.
Like most Tevinter rulers, he's heir to an ancient bloodline, politically shrewd, and a highly skilled mage. Rumor also claims he has an incredibly soft spot for cats.
Doesn't everyone? So that's why there's a cat bar in Tevinter. Nah, we'll aid him.
Tell the Archon the Inquisition will do Tevinter the favor of wiping out the Venatori on its borders.
Very good, Inquisitor. We'll inform him at once.
Please do. I will also end with Josephine too, because there might be another one of those. Just deciding on what country to support, which would have a big influence, I would think, in Veilguard if they had influences.
What can I do for you, Inquisitor?
Let's discuss the Inquisition.
What are your thoughts on the Inquisition?
If there's anybody out there who hasn't joined the Inquisition, they're hiding under a rock. Did you want to take over for Eldon? I think we might be able to conquer it just by looking east.
I think you're honestly right. Do you want to take over for Eldon? I think we might be able to conquer him just by looking east. Bro, yeah, we probably could. We could probably take over, like, both Orlais and Ferelden easily. You and Liliana doing good?
What do you think of Liliana's work?
Do you want to know what the Arishok had for breakfast this morning? I think she can tell you.
Tell me about Cullen.
What do you think of our general?
Find him a war or something. If he spends any more time in the yard drilling, Josephine will have him killed.
Let's discuss Josephine.
How do you think Josephine is handling the job of ambassador?
If this Inquisition thing doesn't work out, I may hire her to deal with the Merchants Guild. She'd own them before breakfast.
Understood. We're doing very
Good to
good.
know.
Back to work then.
Varric's like, bro, the Inquisition could easily take over any country if it wants, just by looking at them.
My friend.
Tell me about the elves, Solus, as you are one of them.
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on elven culture.
Perhaps you could ask Sarah. She has opinions.
You don't seem to like her. She's worthy of respect.
Sarah is part of our team. You don't need to be snide about her.
Actually, on some level, I do. She takes it better than she would take my pity or my envy. She has a purity of purpose that I lack. I have observed too much and done too little. What do you wish to know?
Probably shouldn't have been too aggressive to Solus against. Sarah is really cool, but maybe not that aggressive about it. So, tell me about the Dalish. You seem to know a bit about them.
I'd like to know more about Dalish elves.
It is a mistake to think of the Dalish as a single group. They have lived as separate clans for centuries now. As a consequence, each clan has learned, interpreted, and forgotten different parts of elven history. Some trade freely with humans, or adopt city elves who flee the alienages. Others attack humans on sight.
Tell me about city elves.
What can you tell me about elves living in human cities?
The culture in alienages or among the slaves of Tevinter is like any of the impoverished and powerless. They cling to memories of a better past, and practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves from humans.
Tell me about elven magic.
Is elven magic different from the magic used by humans?
No and yes. Magic is magic, just as water is water, but it can be used in different ways. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing chantry approval, although they still frown on blood magic. Superstition. Much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
Was immortality due to magic?
The legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their lifespan?
No. It was simply part of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was the effect, not the cause of their nature. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic in an unending symphony. It must have been beautiful.
About blood magic.
You said that the censure against blood magic was a superstition.
I did. It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even Tevinter disapproves of it. But as I said, magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used.
This is the blood magic debate. I don't mind blood magic, but when kept unchecked, it could happen. We've seen what happened to Hawk.
To be honest, I don't see it as different from any other magic. It's a means to an end.
Indeed. The problem is that under the Chantry, blood magic is forbidden, so only criminals practice it. While in Tevinter, magisters compete with each other instead of keeping their volatile friends in check. They always succeed through power, so they have never had the chance to learn another way.
Tell me about ancient elves. Another way? What do you mean, like increasing your lifespan? Why haven't any of them learned that way? I mean, I bet you that's yeah, they probably already mastered it. Never mind. Tell me about ancient elves.
I'd like to know more about the elves from before our time.
The Dalish strive to remember Hallam Sharal. But Hallam Sharal was merely a fumbling attempt to recreate a forgotten land.
Arlathan.
Elvanan was the empire, and Arlathan its greatest city. Place of magic and beauty, lost to time.
Arlathan. What else?
You've studied ancient elves. What else do you know of Arlathan?
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine wooden ramps or Dalish aeravels. Imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches, palaces floating among the clouds. Imagine beings who lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
Is what was. Uh-huh. You sound like you had the experience of that stuff. Huh. Goodbye, Solus.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Oh, I thought it would show Briala with Celine. It only shows Celine. Hey, Dorian.
I must admit, I've never been able to understand Southern Templars. Back home, a Templar shows up and all you think is, oh dear, which Magister did I cross this time? Here, it's quite different. You're not thinking of actually joining their order, are you?
Their skills are useful.
I find their talents useful, that's all.
Useful against mages. Speaking as a mage, it's a little disconcerting. Are you aware you smell different?
I do?
No one's mentioned it. Lyrium has a particular smell, like the air after a lightning strike. Not that I go about smelling you. I'm just saying.
Well, that's enough.
I should go.
Naturally.
Finally, someone talking about my Templar. I'm like, I talked to Cassandra about it. Cullen had something to say about it, but no mage so far, besides Dorian. It's awesome. He's like, bro, you're different. I'm like, I don't feel any different. It's delirium. I could tell. Hey, Viv.
I expected ruins.
They were. As you see, the Inquisition has not been idle.
Would it be possible to meet the Herald before we return to Ghislaine?
My dear Laurent, for you, anything. Allow me to present Inquisitor Adar.
Your worship, you do us great honor.
Inquisitor, this is my dear Bastien's sister, Grand Cleric Marceline, and his son, Duke Laurent of the Council of Heralds.
Madame de Fer has told us what great trials you faced, trying to save my poor brother's life.
The Maker called my father to his side. It was valiant of you to champion him in his final hours.
It was just a wyvern. I wish I've done more.
If only I'd been able to save Bastien.
The Circle of Magi told Bastien many years ago that his illness was incurable. It was simply his time.
Would you mind waiting for me in the chapel, my dears? The Inquisitor and I have business to discuss.
It has been our very great pleasure, Herald.
This has been quite the triumph, hasn't it? They just adore you.
You told them about me? They seem very nice. How was this a triumph? They seem very nice.
Duke Bastien's family seem quite pleasant.
Ordinarily, I would have warned you that Marceline has the temper of a hungry vulture, but she's quite taken with you. Laurent is a dear, almost as pious as his aunt, and new to a seat of great power in the Empire. And Marceline is one of the strongest voices among the Grand Clerics. Now they will both come to us for advice. The Inquisition is truly a power now, and there's no telling how far its influence will reach. But enough of this talk. Here, I have something for you. I commissioned this ring from the Formari, the greatest enchanters in all Thedas, for you.
Thank you.
This is a generous gift. Thank you, Vivienne.
Once it was customary for the circles to craft enchantments for their staunchest friends and allies. And you have been both. I must go to see my guests now. Another time, darling.
Vivienne's awesome. She's so cool. Vivienne's so cool. I'm going to talk to Liliana, and then I'm going to come back down to Vivienne.
At your service, my lord.
Any updates?
Anything I should know?
Celine has cemented power in Orlais. Good, we need an ally like her. At the moment, she's said to be rooting out the last of Gaspard's supporters. Once that is done, we will have a united Orlais behind the Inquisition.
That sounds amazing. You're pretty well connected.
You seem to know a great many people.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
Tell me about Morgan.
What do you know of Morgan?
She's changed. She used to be so disagreeable, cruel. She said things just to hurt people. Now the sharp edges have worn away. Perhaps it was Kieran. He seems so normal, like any other little boy, and so polite. Not that I was expecting anything else. I mean, never mind.
I mean, you have met his dad, right? Kieran's dad is a pretty chill guy. We'll talk later.
We can continue this conversation later.
You know where I am.
Kieran's dad is a really cool guy. I met him. He was actually a castless dwarf, but also a Grey Warden.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
How are your duties going?
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
I am able to pursue my duties with optimal efficiency, thanks to Skyhold's present state.
As
Goodbye.
you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
What's the operation I just got? Was that for Liliana, or was that...
Empress has gifted us with a selection of rare books. I can't wait till they arrive. We're supposed to have 52 copies of Hard in Hightown, and we're missing all but 4.
Scattered in Skyhold? What? I have never got this quest. Okay, I'm going to talk to Vivienne first.
My dear, did you need me for something?
Tell me about yourself, Vivienne.
I'd like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
Tell me about Duke Bastien.
Why don't you tell me more about your Duke?
Bastien was the leader of the Council of Heralds. The only person who could bring that rabble into line. He could charm a bird out of its feathers, and frequently did. I remember once, he broke up a fight between Prosper de Montfort and the Dowager with a joke and a glass of wine. Oh, Bastien. I'm sorry, my dear. I don't think I can discuss this.
Oh, don't push yourself, Viv. I shouldn't have asked. Oh wait, Stroud's here? Hello.
How may I serve?
What of the hero Ferelden? Yes.
You said that Clarel is Warden Commander. I thought that the hero of Ferelden led the Wardens.
There is more than one Warden Commander. Each oversees a region, most often a single nation. The man you speak of was Warden Commander of Ferelden. He disappeared some time ago. It is possible he joined the rest of the Wardens, though I cannot say for certain.
Oh, you better figure it out. Where's my boy?
We'll talk later.
I was supposed to say, you got any books? You do. Stroud, why are you reading Hard in Hightown? Oh yeah. Hey, Meriden.
Inquisitor. A title hard to rhyme. A challenge for another day, I think. Forgive me my distractions, Eminence. I'm overwhelmed by you and what you've done. My name is Meriden, a humble bard.
You're a bard?
Are you a bard, like those of Orlais?
Oh, heavens no. I'm a minstrel first. My weapon is a cutting tongue, not blades. I hope my skills will help in some small way, if only I can give your deeds their due.
How can I help?
What do you bring to the Inquisition?
A simple thing that you know well. The power of a muse to rally hearts and minds. Inquisitor, I want to spread the word of what you've done. A small but vital role. Perhaps I'll also make a coin or two.
Oh, does that say how can you help? Goodbye.
Oh, I will do my best, Inquisitor.
Let's talk to Cassandra.
I can keep staring at this, but I won't get any closer.
Can I help?
Something I can help you with?
Yes. Possibly. We saw so many Red Templars at the assault on Haven. Perhaps all that was left of the Order. What we didn't see was Lord Seeker Lucius. Indeed, I've seen no hint of any Seekers amongst the Red Templars, or anywhere. I have a growing suspicion Corypheus has imprisoned them.
Couldn't they be dead?
Why imprisoned? He could just as easily have killed them.
Not easily. But yes, they may be dead. But the Seekers began this war against the mages. They cannot have simply vanished. There must be a trail we can follow, yet so far I have only discovered hints.
What if they're infected?
But they could have ended up just like the Red Templars.
Seekers do not use lyrium. I assume Corypheus gained control of the Templars by corrupting the lyrium they were already taking. To do the same to a Seeker, you'd have to force the lyrium upon him. That may be what happened, but it couldn't have begun that way. We're missing a piece of the puzzle, Inquisitor. I need to find it.
Well, this is important to you.
Finding them obviously means a lot to you.
I left the Order, but I can never abandon them. I cannot even claim that rescuing them would be beneficial. They wouldn't look kindly on the Inquisition. But even so, if there's a chance... If we can spare resources to follow up on these leads, Inquisitor, I would appreciate it.
Got you. I'll find the missing Seekers. Put this out immediately. The Seekers may have many secret hideaways, according to Cassandra. These would be the first place agents should search.
Let's see what we have.
Hey, Colin.
I wanted to thank you. When you came to see me, if there's anything... This sounded much better in my head.
You're feeling better?
I trust you're feeling better.
Yes.
Is it always that bad?
The pain comes and goes. Sometimes I feel as if I'm back there. I should not have pushed myself so far that day.
I'm glad I could help.
I'm just glad you're all right.
I am. I've never told anyone what truly happened to me at Ferelden's Circle. I was not myself after that. I was angry. For years, that anger blinded me. I'm not proud of the man that made me. Now I can put some distance between myself and everything that happened. It's a start.
You're too hard on yourself. It's good to let go.
The past isn't always pleasant. Sometimes you have to let go and move on.
I can't forget what happened, but it led me here. I can make that mean something. Anyway, I meant to thank you, not trouble you further. You've enough to worry about. How are you holding up?
My friends keep me grounded.
I've met good people here. Knowing they have my back, it helps.
You certainly keep interesting company. I suppose I do as well.
Okay, Colin. What's our next move?
I've been reading the letters found in the quarry. Samson is making red lyrium from people?
Not anymore. Not in that mine.
I knew Samson had fallen, but this... it's monstrous. We have to put an end to him. Look at these orders from the encampment. That armor must give Samson extraordinary power. We may not be able to stop him.
All the more reason to try. Then we break the armor first.
Take away his armor and the lyrium, and Samson's just another man.
I couldn't say how. Templars are trained not to destroy expensive magical equipment. Perhaps Dagna has some ideas. She crafts the impossible every day.
Maybe it's this one. There it is. I'll just 200. I thought there'd been something else. Just influence. I just spent like so long. 40 minutes? I spent like 40 minutes searching for that thing. Okay, we found missing seekers. Good. Okay, now let's head over there. Why is there... Okay. That'd been so
Herr
weird.
Oswin, odd that the trail should lead us here. Ban Loren is a pious, unassuming man. What has he become involved in?
It might not be by choice. Everyone's going crazy.
He's involved in crazy. Just like everyone else these days.
Truer words have never been spoken. Let's see what lies within.
Amethyst. We got more loot. Okay. Let's explore this castle. Oh, hello. Okay, let's explore less of the castle. could just die.
Promise. I should have known. The Order of Fiery Promise is a cult with strange beliefs about the Seekers. They've hounded us for centuries.
What strange beliefs?
What kind of strange beliefs?
They believe they are Seekers, the only rightful ones. They say we robbed their powers long ago, preventing them from ending the world.
Ending the world?
The only way to truly eradicate evil in their eyes, the world will be reborn a paradise. It's all nonsense.
Why not deal with them?
Why haven't the Seekers dealt with them?
We have, many times. They simply reappear after a time like weeds. Nobody knows how.
Cultists don't sound good.
Cultists. Why am I not surprised?
This explains why the Seekers might be here, but not the connection to Corypheus.
Dungeon key, dungeon key. Another Warden Scout armor. I'll take it.
A Seeker. Did they torture him to death? The Promisers will pay for this.
I thought I would go through the cart. I was wrong. Nice work.
As the Seekers of Truth have proven resistant to the effects of Red Lyrium, the Elder One has seen fit to place them in your care. Reclaim your destiny, and know that the Elder One expects your devotion as repayment. Signed by Lord Samson, Commander of the Red Templars. Does Corypheus not realize the Promisers want the world to end? What use are they to him?
He sold the Seekers to them.
So Corypheus sold the Seekers to these cultists?
And they leapt at the chance, of course. But this doesn't explain how he captured the Seekers in the first place, or what's been done with them. We must keep looking.
Why are Seekers resistant?
The letter said Seekers were resistant to Red Lyrium.
Our abilities grant us many gifts, but a resistance to Red Lyrium's corruption? That seems strange. Although it would explain why none have numbered among the Red Templars. And thus Seekers would be useless to Corypheus. He would have no leash to hold us.
You're worried. Do you really want to know? Do you really want to know? Yeah, you're worried.
You sound worried.
I am. The Seekers are my family.
Any more Fade Touch materials? I could always use some more after, you know, just using a lot. Seeker's shield.
Daniel! Daniel! Can you hear me?
Cassandra. It is you. You're alive.
As are you. I'm so glad I found you.
No, they put a demon inside me. It's tearing me up.
What? You can't be possessed. That's impossible.
I'm not possessed. They fed me things. I can feel it growing.
They will pay. This is horrible. Why would they do this?
What could they hope to gain from this?
Our powers, revenge, who knows?
The Lord Seeker. You have to find him.
Of course we'll find him. If he lives, we'll...
Lucius betrayed us, Cassandra. He sent us here, one by one. An important mission, he said. Lies. He was here with them all along. He's still working with them.
But we met the Lord Seeker.
But we met Lord Seeker Lucius in Val Royeaux. He couldn't have been here.
That wasn't him. It was a demon, masquerading.
What? How could that be?
The Lord Seeker allowed it. He let the demon take command while he...
came here.
I'm so sorry. Can it be true?
Would he really work with these cultists?
I intend to find out.
Wait. Don't leave me like this, please.
You should have come with me. You didn't believe in the war any more than I did.
You know me. I wanted that promotion.
Go to the Maker's side, Daniel. You will be welcome. He was my apprentice. I have never known a finer young man. Now we find Lord Seeker Lucius.
I'm not gonna lie, for a moment there, Daniel was reminding me of Mark. Cecil! Don't leave me here! Cecil! My bad. The brain rot was into me. Are you sure? Not gonna lie. Inquisitor does look like. Are you sure? We're just gonna come through you guys like a spinning hurricane. We're coming for you, Lucius.
Lord Seeker Lucius.
Cassandra, with a man I can only assume is the new Inquisitor.
And you're a traitor. You have a lot to answer for.
You must be very proud of your handiwork.
I presume you know we Seekers of Truth were once the original Inquisition. Oh yes. We fought to restore order in a time of madness long ago, as you do now. And we became proud. We sought to remake the world, to make it better. But what did we create? The Chantry, the Circles of Magi. A war that will see no end.
So you help Corypheus?
And aiding Corypheus is supposed to help?
Corypheus is a monster with limited ambition.
And your ambition is so much greater.
We Seekers are abominations, Cassandra. We created a decaying world and fought to preserve it even as it crumbled. We had to be stopped. You don't believe me? See for yourself. The secrets of our order passed to me after the former Lord Seeker was slain. The war with the mages had already begun, but it was not too late for me to do the right thing.
This is not the right thing. This is not what we do. This is wrong.
And this was the right thing?
Lord Seeker, what you've done.
I know. What Corypheus did with the Templars does not matter. I have seen the future. I have created a new order to replace the old. The world will end so we can start anew. A pure beginning. Join us, Cassandra. It is the Maker's will.
Say so. I'll be burned alive. Interesting.
He was insane. He had to be. The influence of Corypheus, perhaps? Was he trying to disable the Seekers?
So much wasted life. If so, it worked.
If so, the plan works perfectly.
He could not have destroyed all of us. I won't accept it. Let us return to Skyhold. I wish to see what's in this book of secrets.
Okay, Cassandra, we can return. This almost looks elven. Does it? Am I going insane? Does this not look elven? Maybe I am going crazy. This does look a little human made. It is a fort. Yeah, those are Mbari statues. This is a human fort. You guys talking?
I've seen.
It actually looks like they're talking. That's cool.
But not better.
This tome has passed from Lord Seeker to Lord Seeker since the time of the Old Inquisition. And now it falls to me.
Dry reading, I take it.
That's a lot of not very exciting reading, apparently.
On the contrary, it's a delight. I'm riveted.
Oh, you're joking.
Do you know what the Rite of Tranquility is? The last resort used on mages in the Circle, leaving them unable to cast, but depriving them of dreams and all emotion. It should only be used on those who cannot control their abilities, but that has not always been the case.
Is that what the book says?
Does the book say it was used for other things?
No. As a seeker, I looked into abuses. Mages made Tranquil as punishment. What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Rite of Tranquility could be reversed. The Lord Seeker at the time covered it up, harshly. There were deaths. It was dangerous knowledge, the shock of its discovery in addition to what happened in Kirkwall. But it appears we've always known how to reverse the Rite, from the beginning.
Why keep it hidden?
Why keep that knowledge a secret?
We created the Rite of Tranquility. I told you of my vigil, the months I spent emptying myself of all emotion. I was made tranquil, and didn't even know. Then the Vigil summoned the spirit of faith to touch my mind. That broke Tranquility, and gave me my abilities. The Seekers did not share that secret. Not with me, not with the Chantry, not even with... There's more. Lucius was not wrong about the Order. I thought to rebuild the Seekers once victory was ours. Now I'm not certain it deserves to be rebuilt.
What else is in the book?
You said there was more in the book.
At some point, power becomes its own master. We cast aside ideals in favor of expedience, and tell ourselves it was all necessary for the people. Will that happen to us, Inquisitor? Will we repeat history?
I don't know.
I can't foresee the future, Cassandra.
But we know the past. Those who do not heed history are doomed to repeat it.
Your faith has shaken.
I don't think I've ever seen you so shaken.
I do not think the Seekers have been doing the Maker's work. Not truly. Perhaps we believed it once. The original Inquisition came to be during a terrible time. But now, we harbored secrets and let them fester. We acted to survive, but not to serve. That is not the Maker's work.
How would you rebuild?
If you did rebuild the Seekers, how would you do it?
I can't be the only one remaining. We will always spread to the winds, and some may still be out there. I would find them one by one. We would all read this book, no more secrets. Then together we would establish a new charter. The Maker's work in truth.
But what is the Maker's work?
You keep saying that, but what is the Maker's work?
There is no way to know for certain. That is why we must seek it out. Perhaps we lost our way because we stopped looking.
You can't do anything.
If anyone can rebuild them into something worthwhile, you can.
But are they worth rebuilding?
You could make them worth it.
I will think on your words. Thank you. I could not have done this on my own.
I look like a midget. I looked like I was like stuck in that chair. Like the chair was me, or I was like doing an eternal squat. That did not look comfortable at all.